Hey, this is rare for me to do another video behind you as I am enjoying Vance Global Hemp Flower. Yes, indeed. The hemp flower with lavender. You know, there is a lot of anxiety that people have about the times that we're living in. Because even though we may have lived in other times where there was the crossroads, even though we may have lived in other times that were turbulent, we may not remember those times. But we definitely are experiencing some turbulence. And some people are handling it quite well. Some are not. Some are expressing themselves in a very violent manner. And yes, there's a plan, and has been a plan, to take over America and to make it a communist country. And it's like, in a way, that's baffling. I mean, I haven't read the Communist Manifesto in a very long time, but I did download it. I will read it. And you want everyone to be at peace and to live a prosperous life, and to be honest and truthful, and to enjoy their time on planet Earth, because it's not long. I remember someone saying the first 100 years is the hardest. And many people don't live to be 100, much less go beyond that, towards that second 100. But yeah, there is a plan. And freedom is important. I know that a lot of people don't like the Constitution of the United States and the Founding Fathers and this and that and so forth and so on, but maybe that's because they didn't study it. And there is a free online course to study the Constitution and to know exactly what the Founding Fathers had planned. Like, they saw all of this coming. And even though they had slaves at the time, that was sort of like the thing. And they didn't necessarily treat their slaves badly, but hey, I'm not going to go deep into that. As I converse with my husband, because of course we converse all of the time, I'm watching all of this stuff. And I had a thought this morning, and my thought was that Facebook, free that it may be, is like a plantation. If you don't say or think in a certain way, you get banned, or you get suspended, or you get deleted, because you're not thinking the way they want you to think, and you're not saying what they want you to say, and you're not doing what they want you to do. But it's a plantation that has a lot to offer. You get to meet a lot of people, you get to do this, you get to do that, you get to get tracked. And you don't want to leave the plantation because it offers so much of what you want and need, because you can promote your business and, all that stuff. And I understand it. I mean, I'm still on Facebook, even though I went over to MeWe, and I will be over there a lot more. And yes, you do pay for MeWe. You get it free. You know, they have their free version, you know, and then they have the paid version, which you can do more with. But it basically belongs to we the people, okay, not to corporations. And it doesn't appear that they tell you if you don't think this way, you'll get banned or suspended or deleted. You know, technology is good. But when they try to control your life, it's not good at all. You know, I don't like people trying to control me. I've always had a problem with that. I guess that comes from that last name, Freeman. don't, don't try to control me. And don't try to pull me back into the plantation. If I escaped, leave me alone. If you want to stay there, fine. You know, but anyway. Whether you follow the news or not, I know you feel an energy in the air that is not pleasant. And just when things seem to be progressing and doing good, then bam! Talk about a wrench. And some people took that wrench and they used it well. Okay, they created online businesses, or they did other things that brought them the prosperity that they wanted, but they used that wrench to their benefit. And then others took the wrench and decided to get more wrenches and destroy stuff. You know, it's like, all right, so the riots are not peaceful protests. There's a difference between peaceful assembly and riots. There's a big difference, you know, and for mainstream media to tell you that these are peaceful protests and they got stuff burning in the background, that's not a peaceful protest. But, you know, you want to buy the Kool-Aid and drink it, fine. Okay. But, I mean, your eyes are telling you that there's a fire back there. How is that peaceful? Okay. With law and order comes peace and prosperity, you know. But there are those that don't believe that. C'est la vie. Whatever is your flavor is not my flavor. Not my flavor. I like peace and I like prosperity. Okay. I think we all deserve to live a good life. I don't like that the mighty people, far too many of the mighty people, the mighty nation, buy into victimhood, you know, and it's like, why? How is it that you're mighty over here, but you're a victim over there? That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that you're a mighty victim. Why? For heaven's sake, why be a victim when you can be victorious? Why? There are a lot of victorious people in America that happen to be, in quote, people of color. That term. People of color. Everybody is a people of color. Some are much lighter than others. But white is a color in my pencil box. Some of the things I hear, I have to shake my head. I'm like, for real. I know that the mainstream media plays a really big part in how people think. I know it does. I know it does. And I know that a lot of people just buy and buy and buy and buy and buy whatever they say. I know they do. Because I see it. And I'm like, did you do any research on that one? Did you actually hear certain things out of somebody's mouth? I mean, like, did you hear the whole context of what was said on either side? Did you hear the whole context? Or do you just want that soundbite? I know about sound bites. I was in television. I ran the videotape library. Okay? So I know about taking things out of context. I know it very, very well, and I know what taking things out of context can do. But I know also that a lot of people have their minds made up. Their minds are made up for whatever reason. And I just pray and I'm like, okay, Lord, there are a lot of people that want to have us enslaved. A lot. They don't want us to be free. They don't want us to be free. They want to control us. They want to depopulate us. Okay? Depopulate in so many different ways. You can depopulate through on-demand abortions. You can depopulate with viruses. You can depopulate with murder. Okay? I mean, depopulation, that's been going on for a long time as far as what to do with people. I'm not trying to make you afraid. I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to be strong. I want you to be a victorious person. I'm just saying. You know, and there are people that are... They just want to tear stuff up. Just tear it up. Just tear it up. Get rid of history. And then repeat it over and over and over and over again. You don't get rid of it. You don't lie about it. You know, when you discover something deeper, you add to the mix. And you say, well, in 18 whatever or 17 whatever, this is what was being said. Okay? But because of the deeper research, this has to be added to that. Okay? So that we know more of the truth or more of the facts of America. And the world at large, but especially here at this time. This is the land of my birth. I love America. You know, some people don't, but they're still here. Like, I have to laugh at all the celebrities that said if Trump gets elected, we're leaving the country, and they're still here. Why are they still here? Could it be the paycheck they're getting? They were going to go to Canada. They were going to go to this place. They were going to go to that place. And somebody else was going to go in outer space. They're still here. They ain't going nowhere. And Trump has been president for almost 4 years. And I know a lot of you don't want him to be president next year. That's okay. Okay? Some of you feel that he doesn't deserve to be president. That's okay. But those people that said they were leaving, they're still here. Why are they still here? Why didn't they leave? Could it be the paycheck? It could be. It could be. It could be the paycheck. It could be that they know, even though Trump is president, that their life may still be better here than elsewhere. But I think it's the paycheck. I don't know. The contract. Because they're still here. I tell you what I'm seeing, and I know half of you probably don't even give a crap. But that's okay. I do. And I see what happened in 1875 with the Democrat Party and how they treated Republicans. How they threatened their lives, how they harassed them, how they beat them up, and how they killed some Republicans. Some ran for their lives to another state. It's called the Mississippi Plan. And then the Democrats stole the election. They had their brown shirts. They had their KKK. They had their strong arm. And today their strong arm is those two groups that I am not going to name. Because when you harass somebody because of their political belief, you're not in the right. Stop harassing people. I know you all don't do that. Then again, some of the things that I've seen on your walls made me stop and go, really? Okay. But to harass somebody because they think differently, and I know that it's happened on so many different levels. I do. Trust me. So we're all at fault for something or other. Every single one of us. Ain't none of us perfect down here. Absolutely none of us are perfect. Even within the law of attraction, there's differences of opinion. Even within health consciousness, there's differences of opinion. You ain't beating somebody up. Well, then again, I was going to say you're not beating somebody up because they're a meat eater, but sometimes there's shame. Okay? You go to shame, not you, general you. Go to shame somebody for what they eat or don't eat. I mean, for real. For real. Where's the love and kindness? Where's the tolerance? Where's the love and kindness? Where is it? What happened to it? On another note, there's something that I really feel. I really feel that this is my feelings. You don't have to agree with me. I don't care. I love you anyway. But from what I see, the way people treat each other today, more than ever before in my lifetime, reality shows. Okay, the reality shows where people are bickering with one another and women calling each other, the word. It's like, for real. And then it spilled over into social media. Social media. Social. Where I thought you were supposed to be sociable. But the yelling at people in all caps, calling people out and just trying to start fights. And you don't even know these people. And General You are acting like General You have no goddamn sense. You yelling at people that you don't even know. Why? What is that all about? But it's trending. It's been trending for a long time. And then, okay, here we go. Here's something else. The history books, not the history books, but fiction written in the 1800s is different from fiction written today. You really can't compare. Like the N word that was in Huckleberry Finn to describe a time. And to describe how people were called and how people were treated. So you wouldn't write a book like that today. But it's in the that's not music. It's in rap. Okay? And I'm not hearing a whole lot of complaining or any kind of action that is being taken to get the word out of rap. Oh, that's right. They spell it differently. Okay, fine. Not fine. Not fine. Not fine. It's like, for real. I'm like, I don't understand, but I do, I don't understand, but I do. A bitch over here but not over here. And this is okay over here. It's okay. It's okay to beat somebody up because of what they want. And I am so glad. I am so happy, okay, that young man that CNN and the Washington Post lied on about that Native American who was in that kid's face. I am so glad that he sued CNN and got his millions. And he's suing the Washington Post, and they'll probably have to pay them. Stop lying on people. Stop it. Just stop. Just stop. And I'm so glad that those, I know I shouldn't be glad, right? But hey, it's called karma. Those two young ladies that accosted a 7-year-old boy because he had on a Trump hat, snatched his hat off his head, threw it over the fence, punched his mother, stepped on the boy's hand. Well, they've been brought up on hate crime charges. 15 years in jail. Stop it. Just stop. Don't give in to the violent energy. Don't give in to it. Don't give in to the hate. Do not allow yourself to be manipulated like that. You're supposed to be about peace and love. Suppose. I know that's the operative word. But anyway, listen, I'm going to stop now. And trust me, I don't care if you don't agree with me. I really don't. Because at 69 years of age, almost 70, I don't care. I love you anyway, but I don't care. You don't have to agree with me. I have my thoughts. And I know that we should be dealing with peace and love. That's what we should be dealing with. Peace and love. Be more kind. I know, what I said wasn't very kind, right? But I don't care, because I know some of y'all are ready to tear my head off. Be careful. Don't even try it, because I don't care. I love you anyway, but I could care less whether you agree with me or not. I see not with rose-colored glasses. I'm seeing what is going on. And a peaceful protest is not where you see fire in the background and somebody's still calling it a peaceful protest. And then some. The lies that people tell in order to control the masses is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's like for real. We are being called to a higher vibration. We are being called to higher action. That could be one of the reasons why all this stuff is going on, besides the fact that they want to control people like they do in communist China. Like they're doing to the people in Hong Kong who were free. Thank you, British, for not giving them total and complete freedom just to 2037. And thank you, China, for not leaving Hong Kong alone. But anyway, life goes on. Enjoy your corner of the world. Dissolve the hate. Dissolve it. Just dissolve it. Don't be conjuring up the dead. Like Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. Leave the dead alone. Let them be. Okay? Anyway. I love you. Peace. Back to my Advanced Global.